Hello everyone and welcome back to Sousa Plays. Time for some more chaos and randomness in Blood Bowl 2 with the Nuffle's Disciples team. We have gotten ourselves a wide array of skills and we've doubled up on Wrestle, which isn't the worst one to double up on, but the rest of them are all individually picked by Nuffle himself or herself or itself. And we've been doing pretty well. I've lost some that I shouldn't have lost with a standard setup, but 14-4 is not bad. So it is the open division, and we have been in the lower team value region, where perhaps the best coaches are not usually located. Our team value now is up to 1610, and I will start the spin here. And that means we're going to run into more experienced coaches. So hopefully we will have some better games that will allow us to perhaps drop some team value. This team is not supposed to be winning all the time. It's supposed to be dropping players so we get new players, and the new players will then level up quicker because it's not that many SPP needed. And that means we would get more skills. We don't want all of these to reach level 7 or 6 or 5 because, well, it would take a long time and it would be pretty stagnant. So we're gonna play Dark Elves, K2 teams. That's our opponent, and let's have a look. Candicer, don't know who that is, 522, not too bad. An injured lineman that should probably be fired when you can afford it. He could have afforded it, but he didn't. The assassin is out as well, so we don't have to worry about that. 12 players currently. Kicker, 1 blood strength blitzer, that's a good player. Strip ball, not bad. Tackle, not bad. Mighty blow, dauntless, good choice for the Mighty Blow to pick Dauntless, I guess. Although I would have gotten Blodge on them first, just for defensive purposes. And an Agility 5 lineman. Not as fast as your Blitzers and your Witch Elf, but someone with Agility 5 is pretty good. Do we want to pick up a Babe? We could. We'll pick up a Babe since he has one player with Mighty Blow. Looks like he has a bit of a connection issue. He's been waiting for opponent a few times already. The bug where if you're disconnected during the inducement phase has been fixed. At least that's what they've told us. It was fixed when Nurgle was released. That means if you disconnect here, it's not automatically concede loss for you. So, extra reroll and a Babe for his free 150k inducements. Wizard could have been good as well for Dark Elves that are agile, especially when you have a Agility 5 guy who can run in and pick it up if you knock it down on the ball carrier. But protecting your players with an Apothecary could also be nice, and the Babe is pretty good value, I'd say. I usually get it. It's the first one I get. It gives you a little bit of peace of mind when you have 2 or 3 players knocked out. If you don't have a Babe, you are really concerned that your wake-up rolls will go bad, and that will decide the game. If you have a Babe or 2, then you can at least somewhat reliably count on at least half of them coming back. You should even count on more than half of them if you have Babes. I want to start on... let's start on defense. Oh, it's gonna be a very slow game if he keeps connecting and reconnecting like this. Or disconnecting and reconnecting. But it usually passes once they've loaded the game, I find. It could be a slow computer case of the slow computer. Is that my defensive setup 1? Yeah, that is. So 2. I think we can afford to put the warriors up here. He has one on the bench, so he could foul us. Not many blodgers, so I think we'll use perhaps something like this. And then I'll put the other warriors here that are also kind of difficult to hit. And I'll follow up with less important players here. And I don't want to expand too far on the sides. Maybe something like this. It gives up the side a little bit too much. I think I'll do this instead. Maybe I should have moved them back a little bit. So the only blodger is also 4 strength. If this guy gets the ball, it's going to be pretty difficult to take it from him. This guy is probably the one who's going to pick it up, though. Even though he's not really any better at picking the ball up than anyone else. But it looks like he places him in the back. This guy is a better ball carrier, both for the strength and the lodge. This guy is actually not very good as a ball carrier. He's pretty good at dodging and getting into cages and stuff like that. You do want to protect him though, you don't want him taking hits. So agility 5 can become useful down the line. Kicker don't really need to be on the field, and that's exactly what the opponent realizes. Not exactly sure what he's trying to do with this setup. If he wants to hit us, he needs more players, but if he doesn't want to hit us, he should move these 2 away, so he doesn't have to dodge them. Did I say hello? Yeah, I did. No answer though. If we got to pick one player we would like to target for blitzing and trying to remove, which one would it be? Getting the Mighty Blow Dauntless guy is probably a good choice. If we can get the 4 strength guy with a decent hit, it would of course also be nice. Argnal seems to be his agility guy, so he's not going to pick up the ball then. Sadly, I would actually have liked the ball on him. But it's going to be someone else. This is the guy who can deal the most damage, and he also has Dauntless, which means he can hit our warrior. Or strength 4. A little bit better. Tackle and Dauntless here. Dauntless, of course, going to be very useless this game. It seems like the Disturbing Presence guy is the one everybody goes for. Maybe it's because I put them in such a position where they're likely to get blitzed. So I want my least important player to be blitzed. Stay there. Please, don't go back, which would be clever. If he stays there, you know what's gonna happen, right? I just said that this was probably one of the more likely targets for me to hit. He is going to stay there. Well, good thing I put my frenzy guy in the middle then. It's 1 GFI to surf, but I think that's definitely worth it. Especially since this guy doesn't seem to be available for punching. Witch picks up the ball. She has dodge as well, of course, so another target for our tackle if we can get to it. Handoff. No, just protected back there. That's fine. It gives me opportunity to deal with this guy. And now he's dodging away, which he wouldn't have had to do if he had started these guys here instead. Small details, but I like to point them out in case there are people watching that are trying to learn the game. Next is dodges though, so everything's good. We have no one in contact, so we can't hit anyone. Usually a good idea to not give your opponents free hits. If you want to give up hits, you should either have gotten something in return for them, like taking a punch on a weak player, or you want to make it difficult for your opponent to actually get the hit, and you want the hit to be less important. So for instance, I want this guy, if he wants to hit me with a 7 armor lineman, well the armor doesn't matter, but 3 strength lineman on a 4 strength warrior, it's going to be a little bit of difficulty because he needs 2 assists to make that a hit, or a 2-die hit. So I try to mark him with my warriors here. Then we're going to look into this. This guy I would like to have more centrally, but I can't really do that. I could run this guy out there, but I also want him centrally. So I'm going to use that. Then I'm going to use him to tag this guy to cancel the assist. And it's a little bit weak over here, especially if this fails. So I'm going to bring this guy out, sort of cover. We have this guy covering in the middle here. He's actually in a pretty good spot already. We want to put pressure up here now. I think I want to secure this. And I'm a little bit worried about him. So I'll pull back a little bit. And then we go. It's a 2-die into 2-die with 1 GFI. He pushes, and we didn't get him. It's not worth rerolling. I would have rerolled skulls, but a knockdown is a knockdown. Might as well take it. He's gonna stay there because he doesn't have any more movement. He's here because if he knocks one of those down, he could definitely get the assists here, but it's gonna cost him a couple of players and a couple of movements. These ones are actually gonna be rather tricky to get. He needs to take 2 assists here, knock him down. And then he needs to bring 2 players in here to knock him down. That would be 6 players used just to punch down 2. It's gonna blitz us with his 4 strength. That is one way of doing it. Saves him the dodge. But I guess better that he hits a warrior than a beastman. Maybe I should have done a shuffle to bring this warrior over towards this side and another warrior over here. This guy is actually blocked because he doesn't have any. He has tackle zones all around him, so it's going to be more difficult for him to get out of there. He's probably going over to this side. It is a little bit less guarded than this side. I could probably have skipped this player here. He looks pretty safe. And if he had brought down 2 assists, knocked him down, it would have been pretty empty over here. And I didn't want these guys pinned against the edge as well. So yeah, we're going to have to reposition over here. I could try to wrestle the blitzer down and then try to foul him. This guy hasn't moved yet. Maybe he's forgotten about him. He's going to use his cage corner to assist on the hit here. Probably not, right? Maybe dodge him around and then take the hit here. That's not too bad. This other guy should have moved first, though. Except for him to be on the ground anymore. As you may understand. And that's why I tagged him. Because he has to dodge away, and if he rolls a 1, well, it's either a turnover and an armor roll, or it's a wasted reroll. And it didn't cost me much putting this warrior here. This warrior took a hit. And that's what I mean. He had to spend some effort to get these two here in order to take that hit. And it's still only a non-skilled lineman hitting armor 9, which is pretty decent. I think he's forgotten about this guy, because there's no way he would do this move before moving this time. Got away though. This guy would also want to get away. And if he has forgotten about him, this is the next logical move, and he didn't have time to do it. Right, so this guy being on the sideline is pretty good for us, but we don't want to spend these guys, they're pretty important. So the witch can get to about here, she can't score, she could hand off to this guy and he could maybe score from there? No. So what I want to do is, I want to be in range to hit anyone who goes down here with my frenzy. And then I'm gonna pull my guard over to here, where I can take a hit. And then I'm gonna use this guy to pin him on the sideline, since he's less important to us. Although he could have prevented a handoff here, maybe. That would have been a good idea. So, who are we punching? I can't reach with this guy. I'm gonna tag him again. Unlikely that he goes backwards. I can knock him down and then have a punch here. So I think I want to hit this guy. He is up front, and he's in this area where a handoff might be possible. So let's bring this guy over here. Send him down here. Punch there, I can take those last. First I want to hit him. Should I try for a claw hit? Or should I try for a wrestle hit? I think we gamble on the claw. Unlikely to knock him down. And I'm not going to spend a reroll. Will I push him here though? For the wrestle hit? Okay. Let's do that. Keep this guy here. And then we try to wrestle him down. I think we can afford a reroll. Okay, we didn't get him. I don't want him to be next to me. And I don't want to give up a free hit. He's probably blitzing through here. So maybe we do this instead. I've changed my mind here. Instead of taking both these hits, I'm gonna take one hit. And then this guy's free to move, and he can come down and sort of cover this area, so he can't just knock this guy down and build a cage here. Pretty vulnerable for him to swing back to this side. We get this guy or this guy down, and then go back over here. So if he goes here, we can probably deal with it. We have enough proximity. This guy is also maybe going to be useful then. Of course, guard here helps if he wants to hit him with him. Looks like he's using his force strength again to blitz. Could come down here, hit him, and try to get back this way. Maybe some people can come up and assist on this block, and then he'd have a good position here. But in that case, I think we are close enough to cover. So let's see. Another knockdown for his force strength blitzer. Water break. As you can see, eliminating that guy would be pretty useful, but it's also pretty difficult since he has 4 strength and blodge. Now we can go through here. Question is, how far can we get? Maybe he's probably not passing up here. It looks like he wants to go here. Okay, ball is placed, so he needs a player there. That should be no problem. It's a GFI, but not a huge problem. Is there good enough? Yeah, there is probably good enough. We can't get past this guy. So dodge. Don't need to do that, but he did it anyway. He also needs... He didn't exactly need a guy there, but it helps. Complete the cage with a dodge. Well, if that's a failure, it is. No reroll? Did he not have a reroll there? He already rerolled a dodge. So after doing that dodge, we actually have a 2-die on the ball. And 2 players. It's risky though, because if it fails... and we just get a push, we are in a bit of a bad spot. Can't use wrestle. We get a push and push her here, and then put this guy here. It's pretty good. Let's just put this guy here right away. He's probably going there anyway. This guy's in the way. This guy can come around and sort of cover this side. But I might want someone to be able to respond if this is a success as well. So I'm going to take this hit first. Actually, no. I'm going to move this guy at least. Okay, here we go. Would I take a bot down? Probably can't afford it, but we got a good result there. And I think I'm going to push this way and follow, just to be in a way. I was hoping the ball would end up this way, instead it goes the other way. Pretty bad spot for us. Can't get between here, but now this guy becomes important. So I'm gonna run out, tag this guy, go on the ball, bring in another guy, tag the ball. It's more important than pinning this fella. We could not have a hit on him. That's not gonna do us much good. Bring this guy over here. And then this guy around to the other side. Everybody in a line, but it's at least some protection. And... oh, 1 die here. I don't think we take that. So this guy's free. Strip ball doesn't really help him. And get these 2 up again. If he remembers about him, he could come in as well. That's an assist. You can stand up here and then have a 2-die on us. Hope for a good scatter. Or just blitz. That's not going to scatter the ball, but it might push someone free. Didn't though. So he has to push us here to free up the ball. Doesn't free his guy here though. But he still has this square to... No, he doesn't anymore, so now this guy is actually caught now. He can't dodge out anymore. Easily, at least. The Witch Elf has jump up, so she still has enough movement to move pretty far. Doesn't cost her 3 movement to stand up. You could run around here and get 2 die on him. And then he would have a decent chance to dodge out and pick up the ball in one tap itself. Hopefully, since I moved all these guys around down here, she can't go forward. Because we would wrestle. Giving us a good chance. Oh, look who was discovered in the backfield. He could also come in and assist, of course. So the 2 die. Jump up could allow the witch to hit here as well. It's a double 6. I could have used that to pick up the ball actually. Instead he's going to hit our 9 armor, and I was going to check whether 9 armor helped me, and in this case it didn't. He got knocked out anyway. So in that situation it would have been better to have... Well, it would have been the same to have armor 8. Unfortunately, since we just lost our frenzy, he can now stand 2 away from the edge. He'll be safe. Has to spend another reroll to pick it up. And while he failed the pickup, he still caught it, despite Disturbing Presence. So Disturbing Presence had a chance to affect something, but it didn't. And he gets it on his tackler. That's not too bad. We could... Put a guy there, hit him, put a guy there, hit him, push him to there, knock down the witch. But we still just blitz this guy. We can't do that, run all the way around and hit him from here, which would have been nice. We could dodge out there, but that's a little bit too risky. I think I'm just going to do this and hope for a scatter backwards, even though that's less likely than forward. We'll reroll that because we can't allow him to hold on to the ball. Mighty blow gets him. That's his tackler gone, as he uses his apothecary to get him back. And the ball did bounce our way. Now... Now the other move becomes a little bit more enticing. So in order to do that, I would need a player here. I don't have that option unless I make it dodge. Is there any other way I could do it? If I knock this guy down first... Well, that's the end of that turn. If I'd knocked him down, pushed to here, followed, then this guy could have moved back to here. That would have helped. It's him I wanted to push onto the witch somehow. I could have taken this hit, then moved him, but I still need to fill either this or this space. Get a chain push on this guy so I could push this guy into him, into there. Tricky. Looks like he'll be pretty easily able to clear the ball here and pick it up. This is only a 1 die though. The witch has a 2 die. And frenzy, so she can hit him again. Go this way or this way? She's going towards the edge. Knocks down our mighty blow. Far more important players getting his armor broken. And now he could make one dodge to pick it up on him. That's probably the smartest idea here. Or he blitzes. Right, he goes for this smart option. Get the ball in the blodger finally. No, he dodged but didn't pick up the ball. And then picks it up on the other guy. And once again, I'm left without a frenzy player to counter this move. Yeah, looks like our chances to take the ball has 2-5. Does he even change things? Well, he's gonna bring someone over here probably. He's trusting in his dodges to work here. He's already, no, he does have his reroll still, so I guess he can probably be pretty sure. Although that's a pretty dangerous one to use. 1 in 9 just failed here, but it's okay. So we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Missed the dodge with the other guy, so maybe he chose correctly. He chose not to spend the reroll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 GFI, GFI. We can make it with 1 GFI. If we chain push. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might as well do it with this guy. If this is a knockdown, that would be helpful. And you tagging him doesn't, or her doesn't really do anything. I think I'll come up here. He tags him. No, I have to knock him down first, so let's do that. He could probably come in and be useful. So let's see, we need a knockdown here. Good, and it's armor 7, which is maybe useful. For sure. Armor 7 breaks, but it is not permanent. This guy has to come around and get rid of the assist. I don't know if I can go for the ball, but I should probably save him. Just in case. This guy comes up here. I could have a punch up there. And one die there. This is more important. 1 GFI. Made a GFI. Didn't get the ball, let's reroll that. And we got it on the second attempt. I'm gonna push him to the edge. Don't particularly want the ball to scatter, but I think it's better than the alternative. Okay, that's workable. I think we can almost reach that. So I will try to knock this guy away. Good. That allows us to bring this fella down, screen off the ball, and then we try to pick it up on our agility warrior. One more GFI. Good luck there, and I will take 1 die on his agility guy. Not lucky enough, but he's still tagged. Not too bad. 3 more turns. We might be able to move upfield. We probably need to hand off somewhere along the way because this Chaos Warrior won't be getting there. They are out of rerolls, so it's not very likely that we have a chance. One of these could possibly be a scoring threat if he dodges away and leaves them unmarked. 4 strength guy is going to take his revenge on our claw. Gets him down. Frees up his friend on the sideline. This guy's been pinned on the sideline twice in this game. But he's free again. Come up here to give this a 1 die, or we could run around here, make this a 2. This is already a 2. So that's probably not useful. But if he doesn't move up over here, we are going to have a bit of control over where the ball goes now. Takes the hit instead. Probably comes back here, brings another guy over and knocks down our Chaos Marine. Tries to dodge out. Fair enough, he probably had to dodge that dodge. I'm not sure I would have spent my last reroll on that dodge. And this guy maybe... he wants to blitz with him because he has Mighty Blow. And Dauntless, so he didn't really need that assist, so he could have skipped it. Gets him down. What really hurts this team is that we don't have block. Block is just something you automatically pick on most of your players. And once you go up in team value, it's really notable when you don't have block on every player. So we have Elves running in and punching us, and they're able to knock us down because we don't have block. So what's he doing up here then? He's gonna screen us off. Makes it so we don't really have a good place to move ball to. We could run up here, hand off to this guy, and then run up here and make a cage. That would leave us in a scoring position. But if we fail the handoff over here, we probably get scored on instead. And we don't have a reroll. So I prefer to do it in some safer manner. Could bring in a couple of players here. Standing this guy up is probably not something we want to do. We'll tag up some more important players, like so, and then I think we bring this guy back. And this guy. I still think we have to do it, because it's not very safe to just hold on to it. So 1 in 3 that we just drop it though. We didn't, so that's good. That means I can come up here to there. And I block myself like a pro. Ordering there was bad. I should have moved him before I moved him and gone there. Oh, I guess we got one more movement out of it. And I could 1 die here. The 1 die has the same odds as the dodge, with the benefit of a 5 or a 6 having this result instead of just dodging away. And that actually makes these dodges a little bit trickier. And these guys are gonna have to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can probably get around. That's everybody. Opponent's out of rerolls as well, so a lot of GFIs is not looking very inviting right now. This is going to be a threat next turn, so probably correct starting move. This guy could come back as well. He's going to be a threat next turn as well, even if this guy chooses to fall over. He could hit us if he makes this dodge, and then he has agility 5, so he could actually go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and hit us. Instead he makes 2 dodges to hit us. And also skull, that's unlucky. I guess he wanted to dodge for that. That means we can probably outrange this one. Just about. We go here and then blitz him. I can't exactly tag him. We could knock this guy down and get this guy up. We probably have to do it the other way. These two can move. I can't really do anything with this, so I'll come down here. You should be able to get to somewhere. Okay, you can tag him. That's at least a 2+ he has to roll to use him next time. We are going to move up here before we do anything else. I want this guy here, probably. So this guy has to go around me. Or no, probably here. That's a decent spot. And then we try to punch this guy down from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Punch him to there. If he's on the ground, he will have a tough time. And I don't know what to do with this guy. Okay. So this is safer, but this is more important. I'm gonna do this first. We got him. So he's now not going to be able to reach us. This guy screened off. I can afford to take the mighty blow hit him here now because it doesn't really matter what I do. I will push him so I get to hit him again. Take a hit on the witch. Ooh, nice. On the 7 is nice to hit. Didn't do anything. We have a hit here. Take this one first in case it's a both down. Oh, don't push him there. Because we don't want to cancel our assist for this hit. And here a bolt down would be worse because our opponent has block. So we take that one last. Looks good. He's gonna have to make a 3+3+1 die to knock the ball loose. We can still score on these two. Or a 2+2+. Opponent is saying he's playing poorly. I don't agree. I've seen worse. He did move the ball down here maybe a little bit too soon. But it was pretty close that he got away with that. Jump up, not hitting anyone, not moving away. It's going to hit us with the other guy. We can't hit back because we don't have any rerolls, so we can't really afford to take any rolls on the next turn. We could have hit with that guy. He had a 2+2+1 knife. Well, if we're gonna fail the 2+, then of course becomes a moot point. What we can do though, since this guy has wrestle, we can give him a 3-die. That's probably safe enough that I'm willing to do it, even without a reroll. So we're going to use the Blitz for the last string. That gives us 7 versus 3. We could have 3-die hits with him, but that would be a 1 in 27, and that's probably not odds good enough to risk a touchdown lost. But when you have a wrestle, then of course it's a turnover unless you go triple skulls, which is 216 if I don't remember wrong. Get our guy back, that's nice. Of course our injured opponent's not coming back, but he had a spare, so he's going to use him, which is the kicker. And we get the ball this drive with already a 1-0 lead. Our frenzy guy is back, so setting up plays like this is ill-advised. You can put a guy here in front of them to protect the sides, and that's pretty safe against most frenzy opponents. Of course, there's always the risk that they dodge through and frenzy like that, but an agility 3 frenzy you shouldn't be worried. But don't expect that to protect you against like an agility 5 leap or dancer or witch with frenzy. And you probably need to just give them the chance to run around the sideline and instead protect against what happens after they run around you. Okay, he's not gonna fall for the frenzy again. He hasn't fallen for the frenzy once, because the one we got the chance to frenzy off the pitch actually didn't go off. Since he has kick, he can set up to one side like this. So focus all your defense right here, and then make sure to kick on this side, leaving this side open. This is surfable, but it's much trickier than surfing someone from, say, here. I think we'll set up for an off chance to surf this guy. It doesn't look like he's splitting his, or he's protecting only one side. Maybe he is with this. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, this guy is actually well placed, but on this side he's actually made a mistake. Since this is his forward line, this guy is not very well protected against the frenzy push to here and then have a guy here to finish the job. So I am going to set up for that. Put a guy here, put a frenzy over on this side. So he goes, once these guys are dealt with, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this guy finishes it. It does require these two to be knockdowns though. This first one needs to be a knockdown, and this needs to be a push. So, in order to ensure that, you could actually use him as the assist here. And then this, don't need him. He comes around here to protect against a blitz. We want to hit with our hurtiest player. We get wrestle on the first two. Actually, wrestle isn't good enough here. We want, we probably want this guy here. Wrestle would be good enough here, so I'll take that. And then we need you, probably take the ball. This guy can be up here. This guy comes back to protect the ball as well. He does have kick, so I will keep the fast guy in the back. In fact, I'll keep both these guys relatively close. Oh, right, I need someone to assist that first hit as well. Well, maybe someone on the line will be freed up. Hopefully. Will I use a reroll for this first turn? I think I'll have to use it on my first few actions here. Likely that this is where we need a reroll. The ball is in a pretty good spot though, we don't need to worry about that too much. I'll pick it up on sure hands, so we don't need a reroll for the pickup. This guy don't need to move yet. So let's start by hitting from this side. This guy needs to go down, and he did. That means I need to come in from here to get to there. So we can't follow, but it doesn't really matter where we push him. I'll push him here and stay. Then we need to knock this guy down. We'll wrestle. That's a knockdown. This one I can follow. And now we are clear to engage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't be the assist. We can't move him because he needs to finish. So we need to knock down from here. Or just push is good enough. Because we can do that. Follow. Does leave a gap here, so I'll move these two. Now we need an assist or to tag that guy. I think I'd rather assist because this gets the mighty blow guy. And here's the important one. We need pushes, of course. Get one push. Get the second push. And now we only need not 1 in 9. Which that is. I will reroll that because... Come on. And one guy's off. No damage. We spent a reroll of that. Probably not enough value, but there's one less elf on the field. I'll take it. And now I think we stay back here because I don't want to. He can probably get through here by knocking one down, and then he can tag us if we go forward. Can't really get all the way over here, which would be our best spot. I can't serve you on that side now. Oh, good. He's not going to stand there. Yeah, he can run around to here, but that's okay. We can still get over here. The problem becomes if he tags this guy with 2, knocks him down. No, he can't really do that and get through. We can knock him down and get a few players to here. Like a screen. I still think we will be able to just blitz one of them and cage up. That 4 strength guy continues to be a nuisance. Again, our disturbing presence player gets knocked down first. So if he probably needs to keep someone here so this guy can't just come up and knock down his 4 strength blitzer. That's one way. Isolates this warrior. Can still punch him, but it's not going to do much. He's building a cage. Is that for your witch? Probably not. Yes, he's not dodging away here. He's going to mark these players. could hit him aggressive from here. And then cage up using these two, and this guy. This guy probably doesn't reach. He knocks down our beastman there. Probably follow. No. But it's a stun, so he isn't freed up by that. That still leaves this guy free though. We now have 4 players free on this side. I think he'll tie them up. He needs to if he doesn't want us caging up over here. Moves back, a little bit scared of the frenzy threat. We couldn't really do it because the frenzy player was the one who stood in the finish position this time. Okay. Yeah, he's respecting our frenzy guy now. But he has done a little bit of a sloppy job of trying to tie us up. He tied up this warrior, and this one, but he didn't tie up anyone else. So we can pretty much freely move where we want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is here, I guess. So in order to get there, this guy will come back. I think I want to blitz his strength guy to limit his movement. Question is, do we do that before we move the ball or after? We need an assist. So I'll bring this guy here. He can't move very far anyway. And I'd have to reroll a turn over here. A push would probably be okay to keep. A POW, I think also I'll be happy with. So now we can actually get him one further forward. Could get away with standing here. Could I go up here and punch one of them? No. Probably not. There's gotta be one die standing if we want to. I think this one is more likely to be useful for us if it's not a skull. We'll follow that. You'll probably surround him and knock him down. Here, however, well, that's pretty useful as well, I guess. Keep him there because he's now in the way of these guys who were just recently trying to keep him away from the rest of our team. This is a little bit of a mishmash cave because I originally planned to build it around here. Then I realized that I could cut the corner if I made that other hit. It doesn't really matter because your opponent has to dodge to get between here anyway. The only difference is that you now force your opponent to dodge to a 2 tackle zone square instead of a 3 tackle zone square if you keep it tight. So against a high agility team, it actually is a risk to spread out your cage too much. If you're playing against agility 3 though, it's usually pretty okay to have a 4x4 cage and pull out the corners that just to give you some more field coverage with your cage players. It also makes it a little bit weaker if they break through one of the cage corners. You would, in a tight cage, maybe have a chance to just return hit or return clear your ball carrier with your other corners. But if you keep it wider, then we don't have anyone who can reach these two spaces if one cage corner is knocked down, like it was in this case. Don't know about dodging guys without dodge before dodging people with dodge. The Splitzer should be back on his feet, and I guess he couldn't assist this block, which was his next action. Still think he's gonna dodge him anyway, and dodging him is safer than taking this block. So maybe he should have done that first. Could blitz to get this 5 agility off the ball carrier. Do we have enough room to re-cage if we clear him? We'd have 3 players that are open, ball carrier, 4th player that is open. If you look 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's not really clear. And now it is actually blocked. So we wouldn't be advancing very far if we pushed him off. There's really no space where we can build a cage that would be safe. And at the same time not lose ground. We could rebuild a cage like back here or here. I guess that's the best option. So if we're doing that, I kind of want to at least make some sort of forward play like this. Then we're gonna stand up here and blitz from here, I think. Give us a mighty blow in the process, and then we need a cage around here. So if we want the cage to be there, I'll put you there, you in the front. We could actually hand off to you, maybe. Maybe you should have been in the back then. And we have that, and this. This guy could move as well. Let's see if we get it. We do. And on break. Stun helps a little bit. So back in the cave. Cage. Triple threat up here. Sort of shows off our hand a little bit. He knows what we're trying to do here. But it also prevents this guy from just dodging away. Which was originally my idea, that he would dodge away here and then we would have a sort of a new cage ready to move to, as long as he can't cut us off. Can get 1 assist and have a 1 die on him, and then maybe he could cut us off. Or if he overcommits to protect over here, then maybe we can have an opening up here. Looks like he's going to emergency elf screen mode. The problem is, of course, that this guy, even though he's outnumbered, if we knock him down, he's still going to be in the middle of our cage if we want to move here. So we're going to have to trust in random 3 to get a armor break if we want to have a safe cage up here. We could of course mark him with guard as well and just leave him in the cage, or stomp on him. That's another option. Looks like the 4 strength is going to come in for a relief effort. Possibly hitting... No, he's going for the cage instead. Push. Could pick the other choice. Well, now he has to. Well, of course we're going to wrestle. Because he has block, so it wouldn't have been a turnover if we hadn't wrestled. But that's good, because now the 4 strength can't tag the ball carrier. It's going to have to make a couple of dodges. He has of course spent his reroll, so these are risky. This guy dodging out is going to be super risky. He probably shouldn't even do that. He probably should just stay there and force me to try and hit him. But it is scary to take a claw hit. So maybe he'll try a 50% dodge. Or maybe he doesn't have the option because he fails a 2+ dodge before. So... if we can knock him down, we have a second cage all done. I am gonna stand this guy up, just in case this fails. We don't want the cage to be open for his 4 strength. Are there any moves we can do to make this safer? I kind of want to know if I need to foul this guy or not. I am going to try and hit him with Claw. If we do knock him down, I'm going to move here so I can move past myself. Don't break armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not a safe spot. This would be a safe spot, but in that case we have to get rid of him by stomping on him. We also probably want to blitz from here, so let's make a cage. Strongest guy up front. Ball carrier. Hang on. We need someone on the outside. I think I'll use you. This is going to be a little bit of a too tight cage, maybe. You go in the middle. I'll bring this guy up to claim some space forward. This guy fouls. So this guy needs to be this corner. I think this is safe enough. And we'll bring him in the middle. First we blitz. I will blitz back here to sort of start denying him his defensive zone. I'm not going to spend a reroll on the push. And let's see if we can stun him. Even if it's a stun and we're sent off, we're still pretty good. It is a stun, and it's a kill. Well, that's very effective, and we weren't sent off either. We just needed a stun. Well, he's gonna join the substitute, so he's fine. That makes the cage safe. Ish. Of course, you can still always dodge into it, but it's gonna be very much of a hassle, especially since we have a guard covering the only 2 spots. We are in a bunch though, so if he should have little problem. So our opponent has conceded. Well, he's going to take a hit and then concede probably. It's not too far away, but since your apothecary is gone, maybe that's this deciding factor. Could have a mighty blow out down here first. Nope, he just concedes. Well, that's fair enough. He did explain himself, and it was almost the end of the game there. And should have gotten away with sticking it out and getting a few SPP for his troubles. Instead, he's gonna keep his players alive and have better luck next game, maybe. Random levels up. Or Claw Juggernaut. What can he get that synergizes with these skills? Well, I'd take mostly anything on him. There are plenty of skills that would work well with Claw. Mighty Blow, of course, being the best one. If you can get Pylon, that would also be good. Tackle would help. Strip Ball could make him pretty useful. But of course, it's all up to Nuffle. There are skills that don't work with this, like Sure Hands. Or if you roll a double, you could get Diving Tackle or something that wouldn't really work with Claw together. But that'll be next time. Didn't he level up? Oh, that old thing. I was looking at my team before, and this is the after picture. So there we go. That's the level. But that'll have to wait until next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the match, and I will see you again next time.